Today we're going to be taking a look at a banana. Hang on, this isn't right. This is the wrong banana. That's the banana. Today we're going to be taking a look at an Evergo Banana Fan. So, Banana Fan is not this fan's official model name. This is just the nickname given to it by collectors, as this particular fan was sold under a number of different brands and manufacturers back in the day, and its official model name, sometimes it wasn't given one, and other times it was changed very radically depending on who was distributing the thing. So it got the nickname Banana Fan because the vents sort of shaped like nanners, aren't they? So this fan is essentially a Hunter original knockoff. It is one of the better quality ones out there. It has a pancake style motor, but this one is non-oil bath. I believe only the really old Banana Fans are oil bath. This one in particular is entirely polished brass with cane blades. Has this tag on it. And then there's the top. And I got this ceiling fan with its box off of Marketplace a little while ago. And said box is right here. So we can have a quick look at it. Classic Deluxe. And inside the box is just the styrofoam extra parts, and also this little pamphlet, which shows some of the other models the company had. For instance, there is an ornate version of the Banana Fan. And if I open this thing up, you can see some of the other stuff they had too. And here's the other side. Yeah, so pretty cool that it came with its original box and this little pamphlet. Tuck this all back. And this whole thing only cost me 25 schmackaroos, so that was also nice. And one more thing I want to note about this fan before we get started is that it is variable speed, but it is a very interesting variable speed system. As you can see, there are two chains sticking out of the pull chain hole. And that is because you control the variable speed by essentially pulling one down and the other goes up, kind of like a curtain pull. So this one here, the more you pull it down, the slower it goes, and this one, the more you pull it down, the faster it goes. And it is currently in the off position, so you can click it on like that, and then I shall pull it all the way down like that to set it to as slow as the variable speed will allow. So it is a rather interesting method of controlling variable speed. While it is certainly easier to reach than the knobs of most other fans that they had, like Fasco's Variolo and Casablanca's SQ and Cardboard Box Variable. As long as you put extensions on the pull chain, it can be easier to reach than that, but at the same time it is a little awkward. Because ordinarily, if you're adjusting the variable speed to somewhere in between absolute low and absolute high, you need to grab onto both of them and kind of shimmy it back and forth until you get it exactly where you want it. Also, sometimes these particular pull chain systems would get rather stiff and hard to pull. This one didn't experience much use, so thankfully this one is still nice and loose, so I'm able to pull it relatively easily, but sometimes these things would get stiff and caught up in the fans, and people would sometimes just rip them out and replace it with a 3-speed pull chain or a basic solid-state cardboard box. So this is as slow as the fan goes, which is honestly pretty fast. And it does have that 60-cycle hum we all know and loathe. The original owner of this fan said he only had this fan installed for about 5 years. He said that he or like his brother bought it back in the 80s, and then it sat in storage for many years, and then in the early 2000s he put it up in his house for like 5 years, but then took it back down, and then sat in storage for about another 10 years before he sold it to me. So this fan has not seen much usage. Anyways, we'll take up the variable speed a little bit. So in terms of performance, this fan is really good at moving air, and it is also well balanced. The original owner, he put some weights on the blades in order to help balance it out, because he said that before he did it, the fan had an atrocious wobble. Take it up some more. And up some more. So this is one of the many Hunter original knockoffs from the 80s. So many different companies did this because, you know, Hunter Original was a very well built and sturdy fan, and so many companies wanted to cash in on the idea. But as you probably know, a lot of these Hunter Original copies were short-lived, because Hunter had a patent, so they were able to sue for all these companies stealing their designs. Really, the only company that was able to skirt by was Classic Fans, because they copied the antique designs of the Hunter Original, meaning the patent had expired, so there was really nothing Hunter could do. But as for fans like these, yeah, they were all pretty short-lived, as Hunter would crack the whip as soon as they found out, and then these things would have to get taken off of the shelf. Take it up some more, almost at full speed there. And full speed. And as soon as I click it up to full speed, the 60 cycle hum pretty much all but goes away. Yeah, so this fan does really well. It blows pretty much just about as much air as a Hunter Original would. And there you go. A 52-inch polished brass Evergo Banana Fan.